Hi, and welcome back to Reverse Shot. This is a show where we take a look at the foibles and, of course, the successes of the press. Today, we're going to take a look at one thing, a presidential gaggle. Now, a lot of you have asked me, hey, you're pretty judgmental. What would you do differently? Well, I've been in the gaggles, I've been in the pool, I've been in the White House briefing room, and, of course, I've gotten in arguments with presidents. Let's just take a look at this gaggle, which happened this week, and I'll offer you my questions as I watch it with you. So let's roll.
Does everybody know Stephen Chung? He's a sweetheart. You wouldn't want to get in a fight with him, right?
Okay, really? Right off the bat with these two? First of all, I wouldn't see either one of these guys on an undercard, but that's going nowhere. Let's go to the question part. You know, right off the bat, there was one of the silliest questions I've ever heard. It was about a Boeing contract, and a reporter asked about the aesthetics of the aircraft. Take a look.
Would you push for your preferred color scheme for Air Force
Oh, no,
One?
it's going to be that color. Yeah. No matter what, it's going to be for that color.
Really? That's how we waste our time, asking the President of the United States about color schemes. Anyway, let's pick this up a little later when the President was being asked about our reaction to our allies and Ukraine.
And we told them that the deal is we'll do something for the rare earth and some oil, et cetera, and that'll be all right. And they agreed to it, more or less.
So what was it, more or less? And, Mr. President, are you saying that we're only committed contractually with our allies? I mean, is your entire strategy based on pay or play? Meanwhile, he was much more favorable when it came to Russia.
And I can tell you we're doing very well with Russia.
Do tell. How so? Can you be more specific? You know, I want to make a joke about you and Vlad dating, but I don't think you'd get it. Anyway, meanwhile, Donald Trump wanted to let us know that he's really worried about innocent people dying.
You know, the weaponry today is so powerful, so, strong, that it's killing a lot of soldiers. And I don't want to see they're Russian and they're Ukrainian. I don't want to see those soldiers killed. They have mothers and fathers, they have sisters and brothers. I don't want to see them killed.
So, who do you want to see killed? Innocent civilians? Someone else? Well, at least when it comes to Ukraine, it doesn't matter. Donald Trump just wants you to know that he's already folded to Vladimir Putin. Don't believe me? Listen to him.
I think the Russians want to see the war end, and I really do. But I think they have the cards a little bit because, they've taken a lot of territory, so they have the cards.
Question. Is that how you negotiate deals? Is that the art of the deal? Concede your opponent has all the cards? Man, I read the wrong book. I can't believe you wrote a book on that. Meanwhile, Donald Trump, never at a loss of words, switched gears and started talking about New York, its scandal, and its mayor.
They're going to be supposed to have raised about $15 billion to help the MTA. Do you have an alternative way to fund the MTA system now that they're working?
No, that's up to New York. They have to do that. Look, New York's treated a lot of people very badly, and it's hard to feel sorry for what's happened in New York. It's sad.
Okay, you can feel sorry for the soldiers who invaded Ukraine, but you can't feel sorry for the people in New York City who hurt you. Seriously. Now, to be fair, later he did say something about shoe cobblers in Manhattan, and he was worried about them. But he had to interrupt that thought because he had just made a speech, and he wanted to let us know all about that.
Because I haven't seen it as of late today because I was making a speech. Did I make a good speech? Yes.
Question. Is that a trick question, Mr. President? Never mind, he was already on to something else, like the District of Columbia.
I think that we should govern District of Columbia. It's so important, the D.C. situation. I think that we should run it strong, run it with law and order, make it absolutely flawlessly beautiful.
Really? Why?
Too much crime, too much graffiti, too many tents on the lawns of these magnificent lawns, and there's tents, and it's a sad thing. Homeless people all over the place, and we got to take care of the homeless, but you can't have that in Washington, D.C.
Question. What are you proposing, Mr. President, that you ban all of the homeless from Washington, D.C., or are you going to turn the Trump Hotel into a homeless shelter? Inquiring minds want to know.
You can't have tents all over your once magnificent plazas and lawns and all. You just can't do it.
Got it. So what's your next move?
The fabled Fort Knox to make sure the gold is there.
You really can't make this shit up, people. Oh, finally, there's Greenland.
We have to do something with Greenland. We have to protect Greenland, but we need it for national security.
And what if they don't go with your plan? What are you going to do then? And by the way, what are you basing the national security threat on, or the international security threat on? Who said it and why? Never mind. Let's switch gears. You know, we didn't just fail in the press in that presidential press gaggle. We also failed in front of the presidential PEP secretary. Take a look.
So who was running the White House when Joe Biden was in office? Because I don't know a single person who believes it was Joe Biden.
You're tempting me to say some very harsh things about some of our media friends.
First of all, Stephen Miller, who the hell cares what you think of the press?
Who the hell cares what you think?
Yes, broadcast news. Secondly, how the hell would a member of the Trump administration know what happened during the Biden administration? Well, I mean, did they leave a cell phone somewhere? Did they forget to erase it? Was there a paper trail? Did you see something on a computer? What? Why would you say that? You have no business saying that. And by the way, that's the stupidest question I've ever heard. You know what? Let's end on the shadow president, Elon Musk. He appeared in front of a camera recently. Of course, who hasn't? And he was asked probably the stupidest question I've ever heard in my life.
What is it like inside your mind? Like, is it just 1,000 miles an hour? I mean, are you...
Yeah.
Is it just not... I mean, does it ever stop? Do you sleep? How much do you sleep? What's... Paint us a picture of inside of the mind of a genius. Like, how do you do all this? Can you answer that question? It's not an easy question. Yeah.
I mean, my mind is a storm.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
it's a storm.
Okay, I take it back. There are no stupid questions, just stupid answers. Or maybe stoned ones. Anyway, thank you for joining us on Reverse Shot. Please like and do all that stuff. Hit the like button. Offer us a comment. Really helps out the algorithms, and we all need an algorithm in our life, don't we? Anyway, this is Reverse Shot. I want to thank you for joining us. We'll catch you next time.